meat and potatoes.
You're pregnant?
No, but at long last, after a year, we are officially up to date on all uploads on YouTube.
Nice.
So if you haven't caught up, you can now catch up if you missed anything. And Bryant, it's all you.
Sweet. Welcome back. It's been a few weeks. Went on vacation for my wife's birthday, and Father's Day was before that, so it got a little wonky in there. But we're back. What happened a couple weeks ago? Kedron wasn't there, so he doesn't remember. Y'all went to hell. That's right. Y'all went to hell.
We met Michael the Archangel.
Spoilers. Hold on.
Did we go
I'm
there in a
getting
did
there.
we go there in a handbasket?
You did not. You stepped through a
Ah.
portal. Came out into kind of what you expected hell to be, which is basically the Tortuga scene from Pirates of the Caribbean, but devils and like human souls and wretches and all sorts of nasty stuff. At which point, Orthax, your guide and compatriot and friend, question mark, was like, "Oh, hold on a second." Hits a button. The whole thing disappears. You're just in a white room. It was all an illusion. He takes you out into essentially an eternal office space filled with devils. And this is the administrative branch. This is where they handle all the deals, they do their trading. This is where the administration of hell takes place. He takes you to a window and shows you the outside of this building, at which you see a massive battleground. Um, However, no one seems to be fighting right now, and all the soldiers are just kind of standing there. He mentioned that that was the first window privilege he had had in several thousand years, and the window immediately slammed closed before anyone else could look out of it. And explained that typically there's a massive battle going on down there between devils and demons, and that is the front lines. However, with the massive gates opening up to the material plane, all the devils, all the demons are just like, nah, peace, I'm going out the easy door. And they're leaving. Traveled way down, straight to the bottom of hell, all the way straight to the bottom, which is the basic penthouse of that place. There was a receptionist at the desk. Ironcloak talked to her, which is important
No,
later.
no, no, she talked to me.
Okay, you talked to her, and she responded, which is important here in just a minute. After waiting for a little while, you were ushered into the office of what's his name?
Mike,
Nope.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, however you want to pronounce it, I don't care. He magically seals the room to where no one can see in or out. There's a bunch of anti-scrying stuff and just anti-divination all around, right? Um, Talks to you for a minute and then reveals himself to, in fact, be Michael the Archangel. Hey, congratulations, this cosmology is a little different than, standard Christianity in the real world. Because inspired by and loosely based on are two words that I live by. Um, Wait, two phrases, not words. That's a lot more than two words. Whatever. Y'all talk to him. He proposed a deal where you basically go open the gates of hell as well as the gates to the abyss that you've already opened, so that his armies can pour through specifically to fight the demons back. Because if they don't, then they're going to be fighting a two-fronted war and they will lose because they do not have the manpower to fight on two fronts. You guys talk to him for a little while, given the fact that he's Michael the Archangel. You guys think, hey, maybe this is a pretty good idea. Plus, we're going to get some pretty great demon hunting loot out of it, supposedly. So you sign a contract with him, couple of contracts, two contracts, a regular contract, and then a sort of hidden contract that he's not telling anyone about, where all of the devils will be forced back to hell once the demons are contained. The front that they're going to be using for that one is, hey, they're about to attack us again. We need to reinforce our front lines. We can't have all our soldiers out here. You guys did all of that. And then he's like, sweet, by the way, the place you need to go to open up these gates happens to be in the Underdark, over by Nokris. You guys don't have a great reputation there. You kind of burned down a dude's house.
He was an evil dude.
But don't worry, I can help you out. Orthax has a guy who can kind of help wipe your memory from that area, or the memories of you from that area. You're like, all right, cool. There was a quick retcon, by the way, that we did off screen. That was I put a little caveat in there of wipe your memories from that place, except from his agent that you're gonna go meet there. So like one person will not have their memories of you wiped. And so Orthax picks you up, takes you through a portal, and you recognize his dude.
You missed something, I think.
Yo.
The bringing up of the lady, the receptionist.
Oh, right, the lady. Something mentioned about, hey, by the way, violation of contract. Your receptionist spoke to us. He went, oh crap, and then ran outside to see some sort of weird clockwork entity with one eye a hold of her arm.
I did have a question about that specifically.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Basically said, don't interfere. She's in violation of a contract, and we're taking her for justice, and then disappeared. He also mentioned that there's grounds for a lawsuit in basically cosmic super magic court to get Ilara out of her contract, and he's going to work with that. And then you guys were sent through. You met your old buddy Belthamel, Eater of Memories, as you found out his name was. Big dude, long spider legs from way back when, before we were streaming, I think. And he consumes the memories of you through you. So he uses you as a conduit to pull all the people's memories of you through you, devours them, which kills you when he does that and erases everyone's memories of you. And then no one remembers that you ever existed. You know this because you had one of your members, this happened to one of your members. Conversations were had. Essentially, it came to the point of, okay, fair point. We did attack you first. You did defend yourself. And according to you, you were also defending yourself against our friend who hunted you down. And for the most part, you actually don't like killing people, but you kind of have to because if they report you, then you're going to get killed. And there were conversations of possibly using him in the future to make people forget about certain prisoners.
Basically, we're going to give him food in an ethical way.
Yes.
Yeah. And he is a super fan.
He is going to ethically punish our enemies.
Yes. He gets food. He doesn't have to kill for it. You have the creature not killing anymore. And yeah, all good. Anyways, he eats the memories of you from that specific region. Y'all take some damage. Somehow Kedron managed to take the least, even though he specifically tried to hurt Kedron because Kedron was a jerk and threw a knife at his face.
He took me over. He controlled me.
During the fight, yeah. After you threw a knife at his face.
Everybody else beat up on him too. I did the least because I was fighting for him.
But you started the fight.
You started the fight. He was a little angry about it, and he tried to hurt you, and somehow you still took the least amount of damage. And he tried to be gentle with Ilara, and she still took the most amount of damage because she gave him a hug, and so he tried to be gentle and still did pretty good damage to her. Anyways, you guys were then taken back. You were asked, hey, by the way, do you want to go try to do like the Gates of Hell stuff first, or do you want to go do the museum stuff first that you're already in town for? You guys opted for museum stuff. Got dropped off. We're like, man, we really need to take a long rest. He popped his head back out and was like, oh, quick note, by the way, those portals should be here in like 8 hours. Bye. And that's where we ended.
My question.
Yes.
About the secretary. Could we potentially sue in Celestial Court for reparations and get her estate and effects?
You're under the impression she's already being handled in the way that the courts will handle her.
Yeah, but we could also sue for reparations for ourselves, potentially, and try to get her estate and effects after she's, killed or whatever.
I'm just gonna guess that the secretary to not Michael is not going to have a ton of things for us to take.
She's the secretary to the most powerful person in the 9 hells.
Again, in hell. So
the head slave was still a slave.
Just an idea. Sorry,
You
for
can
making
ask
me-
about it later, but for now, we're gonna keep rolling. Is that Tecate?
Hmm?
Is that Tecate you're drinking?
Yingling.
Oh, I was about to be really jealous. Tecate's so good.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Mexican beer. Super good. Super popular in South Texas. Anyways, you guys were dropped off at the front of your inn, and that's pretty much where we left off. What y'all doing? Also, super nice to have the full crew back.
So we have a choice of recover and deal with everything in the middle of the chaos, or go to try to get this now before the chaos gets here.
Yep, it is evening. Like pretty late into the evening at this point. Between all of you running around and you're fighting the spirits and stuff that morning and back and forth with that, and then going to hell and then getting your memories eaten and all of that, you're working your way pretty well into evening at this point.
Alara's not feeling too great.
Second thing of note, what is the name of the thing that we're getting in? It was like Orthal's wand or something like that.
The Wand
Or-
of Orcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's the Mace of Moloch Ball.
I mean,
Not copyrighted.
but we're playing the game, and in this game, we're allowed to use these words because the fair use license of Wizards of the Coast, which is surprisingly decent.
Mm-hmm.
It almost wasn't there for a minute, but we brought it back.
Anyways,
All right, so we definitely don't have time to sleep.
It's gonna be how many hours when the portals show up?
Eight.
Roughly 8.
Early morning.
so we can short rest and at least heal. We can long rest, get all our stuff back that we desperately need.
And then
Or we
immediately
can
walk
just
through.
wing it and hope that the city leader is a generous fellow who understands self-preservation.
How many spell slots are you down, McGear?
A little over half. A little under half. I still have all my 4s, 1 5, 2 of my 3s, all of my 2s, and half of my 1s.
So you're more than half.
More than half.
Okay, I'd say we just short rest, and then to gain HP, and then maybe we could try and trade information of when the portal's going to show up.
My
Or-
vote is for long rest.
If we long rest, we will wake up right about the time the portal spawns.
Yeah, but I'm also like,
Give me a perception check while you're standing out here on the street in front of the inn. Just whoever, or everyone, I don't care.
I'll run a perception. Give me a sec. For perception.
How did I get better than Kedron?
And it's
Because
not even a deception check versus his insight.
It's because I rolled a 3. That's how.
He rolled your modifier.
All right, that's 4 Alara. Sweet. So Maja and Iron Cloak. Okay, definitely Maja. You're very preoccupied with this conversation and the fact that you literally just met Michael the Archangel. Given the fact you are technically an ordained minister and you just kind of joined this crew who's a little used to doing crazy stuff all the time, and you are not, you're a little thrown for a loop right now and not paying attention to much.
Oh, random
Ooh,
side note.
shiny.
Iron Cloak totally stole like not ambrosia from Michael.
He did. Unbeknownst to Michael, you think.
And then I had a little bit of a panic attack because I thought he was going to erase our memories of us being there and making the deal. And I was really scared that I was going to accidentally drink the random blue fluid in my...
Question. Did my passive 22 catch that?
Me
Yeah,
stealing
probably.
it? You wouldn't... he ran out of the room to follow her, and I grabbed his glass and drained it into a flask.
Yeah, like it was literally.
If you had a passive perception of 1, you probably would have noticed me do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
But are you gonna call your friend out right there within earshot?
probably not.
Exactly. So anyways,
I just
yeah,
wanted to know if I
Maja,
knew
you
about it.
definitely don't notice. Ironcloak, something's a little off. Street's a little empty. Kedron, McGear, and Laura. Streets are definitely empty. There are boards on several of the windows, a lot of the windows. Metal plates in certain places where people can afford them. You see people peeking out. You see the glint of steel behind the windows. Hatches are being battened down. They know something's coming. Who got the highest? McGear. You see a flyer stapled up a little ways down the street.
All right,
You can't read it from here, but
I go check it out.
you go check it out, and it is a flyer that reads, "Unearthly invasion coming by order of the king. Defend yourselves, defend your home, stay off the street. Do not fear the dragon."
Ooh.
Am I about to see my old friend?
I'm scared.
I'm in danger.
I am in danger.
Oh, you're really in
I am
danger.
in real danger.
He is our protector, is the very last piece there.
I might get thanked by the hag. You might get eaten.
Is the door to the bar open?
You go and you try to turn the knob, and it's locked, but then an eye peeks out and he goes, "Oh, you're back."
Yeah.
And the door unlocks.
Real quick question. The dragon they're talking about on that flyer. What's that about? We're new to town, so I don't.
He kind of looks around and he's like, "No one's really sure." To be perfectly honest, there's some rumors. Rumors that the king has had one kept as some sort of imprisoned creature. Stories that it's been contracted, stories that it's been summoned. The wildest stories are that the king himself is turning into a dragon.
Cool. And where would we find the king?
I imagine in the palace.
Yeah, that's probably. I should have thought of that. That's probably yeah.
Which has been thoroughly locked down.
Which is which way?
That way.
Awesome.
Like I said, thoroughly locked down. High alert. Trebuchets are on the walls, along with magical armaments. No one's being allowed in or out right now. In fact, the streets have pretty much been ordered clear.
Question: are we supposed to make our own way to the Underdark area?
No, transportation was offered.
But we decided to go for the wand instead.
Yeah, we decided to get the mace before the devils, demons, before
Question,
they
are
show
we-
up.
All right, I'm going to kind of signal everybody over, like, to a personal conversation. Just over here, huddle up.
Well, thanks. I'll have a good one.
And being as quiet, I'm gonna like make an active perception check to make sure nobody's trying to listen in.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Huh. I rolled a 3 and then a 2
A 2.
now. So
Don't roll
I
perception
mean-
again.
The bartender is obviously trying to listen in. He always does. It's kind of his job as he's polishing a mug that's completely polished already. I mean, he is the gossip mill of the entire town, and that's like half his job.
Random question.
He serves ale and he knows gossip.
all right, so then I will speak somewhat cryptically and say, do we plan to try to use this event as cover for our main mission?
I just use prestidigitation to like make small distracting noises over by the door so the barkeep can't listen in.
Sweet. I will make his perception check at disadvantage.
Which I'm talking, quietly too. The
Yeah,
stage
yeah.
whisper.
It affects the DC. So between you and McGear, it's going to be really hard for him to make this. You should be so lucky. The first roll was a natural 20. The second roll definitely wasn't. So, McGear, good job.
Hey, you know,
He keeps glancing at the door thinking someone's there or knocking or something, but it never is.
But yeah, like I said, I asked if we're going to try to use this invasion as cover, or if we're going to, are we going to try to go with more official avenues?
I don't think that the official avenue is going to be available to us at this point.
Do-
So we either have go now or go in the middle of it, and neither is a fantastic option at the moment.
Do we have any reason to come back here?
No,
Not
not
at the-
yet, anyways.
Not at the moment that I can think of. Should we I don't know, should somebody pump a couple HP into Alara there?
Well, we were gonna short rest.
Okay, we're gonna short rest.
Yeah, she's also, I think, out of her Heelys and out of spells.
Well, almost.
She's
That's
got.
why I told y'all I need a long rest.
She's got.
Like, how about I have a long rest while y'all do your thing?
So I actually need to put all her spells in. She's got all her 3rd level and one of her 2nd level.
We can worry about that after this.
So do we just did Orthax tell us how he was going to get transportation to us? Do we just call him and he?
He didn't really say.
We say Orthax 3 times and tap our heels together.
We need a mirror to say that. All right, so hear me out. We go to the museum. I doubt it's that well guarded. If there's going to maybe it's guarded, maybe it's not. We long rest outside of it, and then once the invasion spawns, we break in and then hope Orthax shows up to get us out of here. And if not, we try and run.
Also, if you guys are okay, I can literally just sleep in the corner while y'all do your thing.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've lost 5 HP. I don't know how you guys have more information than I do right now because I missed all last. I just tossed something out there and just so I'm not just sitting here staring.
All right, so I vote for we go there, we long rest, and then once it starts and everybody's distracted,
Y'all want to sleep in the street?
I mean, we can do that, right? Long resting doesn't require us. I'm sure there's an.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
thought
there's an
the
alley.
guy was gonna let us in.
Right, but I don't think we want to. I think we want to be really close to where we're going and not have to try and traverse.
Well, didn't
the
we
city.
try to get intentionally get a hotel near to where it was?
Yeah, it's fairly close. It's a couple blocks.
Because we had asked where it was, and it was hey, where's a hotel, someplace we can stay close to there?
An inn. Hotels don't exist.
Yeah, hotel, hotel inn. Whatever. But you get the point. You understand what I'm saying?
I think it would be better if no one sees us leave right as the invasion starts. But it's up to I don't care. I'm in favor of going there and sleeping. Anybody else in favor of that? Or do we stay at the inn and
I need a long rest. I vote.
I say we stay at the inn, and then things are gonna get crazy, and use the chaos and to slip out, and then head that way and try to sneak over, and then.
Is it a 2-story inn or a 1-story?
2-story. Bottom floor is food and stuff. Top story is rooms.
All right. So who says we get a room backside of the building where we can just hop out the window into the alley and leave from there?
Aren't the windows boarded up?
We are wizards. We can figure out how to unboard up a window.
Yeah, there's a couple things that can make that really super easy.
Just unboard it, and then arcane lock the door, so if they come in the window, they can't go through the door.
Have Maja punch it.
Plus, once it starts, nobody's gonna blink when there's a crashing sound going on.
One of my paladin spells is 75% off Bath and Body Works.
Nice.
What? What are you doing?
That is a
Wait,
dope
Kristen,
spell.
what paladin level do I get that? I need to start putting my stuff into paladin.
You're a different oath.
It's an
Yours is
ad
Best
that
Buy.
popped up.
I can't even get micro center, or is that a higher level?
No. No, Micro Center is the upgrade when you hit level 18.
Gotcha.
Bro, joke's on you. If you hit level 14 in Cleric, you actually get 20% off at Kohl's. And double Kohl's cash back.
Sorry, actually, you misread that. That's Mardell's.
I love how
I was
this
like,
became an
"Grab water."
ad campaign instead of a D&D campaign.
If any of these companies would like to sponsor us,
Hey,
please.
It is not selling out if everybody does it.
It's not selling out if you're not actually getting paid.
Although I tell you what, I think in the Starfinder campaign,
Okay, let's.
Obi's character is definitely gonna get a micro center discount. He's a techno wizard.
DM, if one of those companies sponsors us, can we make a custom spell for that company?
Yeah, absolutely. If we get sponsored by a company, we will make custom spells that you guys can learn for that company.
Okay, hear me out.
Bath and Body Works, probably some sort of scented candle-like spell. I
No,
don't know.
Hear me out. It is a spell you cast, and it distracts the target by just a bunch of pop-up ads, just all over in their view.
Okay, let's get back to the campaign. I want to actually make
All
some
right,
progress.
We're
tonight.
going to buy a room on the back side of
Bath
the
of
building.
body not working. It's a paralysis spell that a bunch of bubbles hit you and you get paralysis.
Okay, anyways, you
Um,
already have paid for rooms for a couple of days.
Cool.
All right, then we'll do one of those, and I think we all just sleep in one room, so that we're only opening up one window.
Sweet,
Yay,
slumber party.
snuggle.
I'm gonna sleep on one side of Laura, and Father Ironclaw's gonna sleep on the other side, and then Maja's gonna sleep at the foot of the bed by her feet.
Alara sandwich.
Sandwich.
McGear's just gonna lay on top,
No.
top of all of us. Dog
no.
pile.
No.
McGear's across the headboard.
We're going.
All right.
All right. So we're long resting and then heading. Do
You
we
guys
have
do get a long rest.
do we have a map of the city?
We do not. Sorry.
I would like to ask the bartender if he has a map of the city we can buy off of him. In
Oh,
case
do you
we
mean
need to, like,
your
do we-
character?
yeah,
I thought
do
you were asking
we
if
as
like I have
characters-
a map of the city
No.
ready to rock.
do we as characters have a map of the city?
Sure, like one of those little like pamphlet ones. You can pick one up for a copper downstairs.
Okay. Picking up one of those.
Sweet, minus a copper.
All right. I am minus a. Oh no, guys! I am now broke. I only have 356,000 more coppers.
It's my long rest.
That's amazing. No one's been watching the channel, have they?
I don't know.
No,
Not me.
why?
Just wondering. I'm about to pull it up. I'm trying to. It's being really slow.
I have,
Interesting.
I have it pulled up. It's just me watching at the moment.
Okay, well, there's about to be another one as soon as I can. All right. You all get a long rest. Feel free to rest long.
I will
Um,
dream of aromatherapy lotion.
are you kind of just waiting to be awoken by big crashes?
I think as soon as, like, set our magical alarm clocks for however long a long rest takes, and then once we wake up, like, head for the museum.
Awesome.
Okay, I only lost. I was only down 5 HP, and I had HP, and I had all my spells. I could be like, I got some sleep. I'll get a short rest, and I'll just won't quite get a full 8 hours, and I'll do some watch towards the end.
That will go into the you do not get a long rest rules, which is con save.
I'm laying beside Alara. I have a bonus. So
Yay.
Constitution save.
Basically, don't roll a
please,
nat 1. You're probably fine.
Kill me, please don't
Hey,
kill
just
me.
to double check, but paladins get their entire spell list and they just have to prepare the spells, correct?
Correct. However, point of note with Alara, she has to be conscious for that to take effect.
Does it say she has to be
Pretty
conscious?
certain.
What do you mean by conscious? To take effect?
As in, she can't be unconscious, such as sleeping.
Are you talking
Double
about for
check.
her preparing her spells?
No,
No,
not for that. For the
For
aura.
her aura.
All right,
I
aura.
think she can't be incapacitated.
Pretty sure sleeping is considered incapacitated. Aura of protection. Blah 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 blah. You must be conscious to grant this bonus,
All right. Well, it looks like it's a 7 then.
which is a fail. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
Even though I'm only like ditching like an hour's worth of sleep.
Mechanically speaking, if you do not take a long rest during the day, or like within that 24-hour period, then you have to make that save. That's the rules.
If only you didn't have inspiration from liking the YouTube channel.
And I already had a previous inspiration before that, but I can't stack them, can I?
Nope.
So is that just a D? What
It's a
D4 on that?
D4.
Aren't we up to a D6 now for
Oh,
level?
I forgot
Okay, it's a
D6.
D6.
Also, you'll just get your inspiration back for liking the YouTube channel. I'm not gonna nix you that
Yeah.
because you already had it.
Wow.
That's an 8. That's still a fail.
My rolls are terrible today.
Jacob, Jesus wants you to have exhaustion right now, okay? Apparently. RN Jesus wants you to have exhaustion. We're not going to argue with him.
And this is our second long rest since we left Vatica, right?
Correct.
Heck
Like,
yes.
you got there, and it was time to sleep, and then you had a full day, and now it's time to sleep again.
It's okay, Kedron. I just officially lost my second point of exhaustion, so now you get it.
What did you gain exhaustion from?
Something in Vatica. I don't remember what it was, but I gained 2 points.
Because we like sprinted through the night and
Oh,
he got
yeah.
exhaustion and
and I like nat 1 the roll, so I got 2 points instead of 1.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, that sucked.
so I got disadvantage on ability checks, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
You all wake up around the time that you feel a long rest should be ending, and you're expecting clamor and chaos. Dead silence.
Is our window boarded up?
is there like a crack I can peek through?
Oh, yeah.
Peeking through the crack.
Can
Roll me a
McGear
D4. On a number 4, you're looking in the correct direction. Nothing. Complete silence. You don't even see smoke from chimneys, and it's a little chilly out, so that's odd.
Can McGear mage hand the like to pull the boards off the window?
I mean, they're on the inside of the window. You guys can just
Oh.
pull them off.
I would like to pull the boards off the window.
Sure, you try to be quiet.
Yeah.
Strength check. There's a DC for doing it and a DC for doing it and being quiet.
Oh no. 17.
Pretty quiet. Just slow, even pressure, and you just pull those nails straight out the wall. Don't forget, this guy's strong.
Yeah, he got the belt of strong.
He got the belt of strong, correct. The window is now a regular window. Like, there's a couple boards still, but you could easily make it through if you wanted to.
McGear, do you have your owl?
I have not resummoned it.
Poop. Can I see anything else out the window? Like if I stick my head out the window, can I see anything?
On a 3, as you lean out like almost all the way and turn your head to the left, you see a big split in the fabric of space-time. Very familiar.
Anything coming out of it?
Give me a perception check.
No. Nothing
Not that
coming
you
out
can
of it.
see. Seems
Well,
to be quiet.
All right, guys. So there's the crack, but no. I don't think there's anything coming out of it.
How much higher up is the roof from where we're at?
It's a 2-story building, so you can climb up onto the roof from that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's-
going to stealth. I'm trying to be stealthy too. I'm going to climb up on the roof.
stealth check.
and If I can get a good, better view of what's going on over there.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Give me a stealth check.
I want to hand him like a length of rope for whenever he climbs up on the roof, so we can climb up after him.
Pretty easy.
I sub 10 this whole time on rolls. I mean, 18
You
is
get
not
up to
bad,
the
but
to the
still.
top of the roof, feeling pretty stealthy. Not your stealthiest, but not terrible.
Yeah, take a peek at, see if I can get a better look over towards where that is.
Yeah, give me that perception check. Are you tying off the rope as well?
I'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. You have
Yeah.
time. You're not under pressure, so I'll allow it.
I
Just have
want to like take my time and stealthily climb up the rope.
Sweet. Give me the stealth check.
I am not very stealthy.
17.
Still rolling sub 10 on all these.
You don't see anything, which again, you can only see to the roof line, right? You can't really see below the roof line. Maybe you can't tell if that's something that flew out of it or a bird. It might be, I mean, if it is, it's an imp that came through. Maybe a couple of them, but not the absolute deluge that you're used to.
You can have 10 prepared.
I'm gonna poke my head back down towards everybody and just,
Ironcloak comes up onto the roof
No.
about the time you're poking your head down, clinking and clanking a little bit there.
All right.
I'm gonna still peek my head because everybody else is still down there.
Yeah.
It's like there's almost nothing coming out of the opening. I'm not sure what's going on.
Do I see almost nothing coming out of the opening?
Yeah.
Do I see anything strange about the city?
Give me a perception check on that one too.
Not yet.
Well, I'm assuming the city's walled, right?
Yeah.
Are there like guards still on the wall? Or are they like freaking out? Or
Wall's
God-
pretty far away.
God dang it, dude!
Hard to tell. Also, Modelo, if you want to sponsor us, I'd be fine with that.
All right, so and it's just one.
Or
It's just
Mexican Coca-Cola.
one.
Do you have any other backgrounds for this, Bryant?
I don't. Sorry.
Ah,
This is sort of a transitionary thing and not the main focus of this. Hopefully.
It's just one portal crack.
Here I can give
Reality
you
thing?
this background. As you turn looking around, this is a generic city background. Sorry, that's all I got.
Yeah, it's not a bunch of super bright white, so
Sorry, I forgot about that. As you're turning around in a circle, you see another one off towards the edge of the city, and then one more off in the distance past the city walls that you can see jutting up, but
And
barely.
nothing coming out of any of them, other than like the few small.
Yeah.
All right, I say we just go for it. How far is the museum from like the near city wall / gate?
It's pretty close to the center. There's an inner wall right around just the palace, and then there's your outer wall. It's fairly close to your inner wall, maybe a block from the inner wall at most.
Are there any gates near the museum into
Not
the inner
really.
wall? How many blocks?
Probably 3-4 blocks away before you get to your closest gate.
So we've got 5 minutes if they see us. Maybe.
I was expecting chaos. I'm not sure I want to go and try to break in and steal something this powerful without at least some chaos going on. Because if we don't have chaos, absolute chaos and mayhem for cover like what I was expecting, then this gets ridiculously harder without having even been in there yet.
Hey, Orthax. I don't know if you can hear me. Are you around?
No response.
I've got a proposal for you.
Nothing.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, when we were doing our previous research in one of the libraries, we did learn about crossroads summonings. If we do need to get a hold of them.
You did.
I'm just gonna point out that maybe doing a crossroads summoning while the city's possibly getting invaded by demons may not be the best.
I'm not saying like do it immediately, but I'm saying in the future if we do need to get a hold of him.
I literally have a summon spell specifically for him that I've had for nearly 2 years in real lifetime.
Oh, sorry, that was a mistake.
Right, but we don't have his like actual name, which we would need to summon.
So
him,
is
right?
Jacob. It's fine.
Well, you know,
Anyways,
I'm also
Um,
sexiest, so
I would say that before things start going, we should probably head over and prepare. And then when stuff starts, we can just go in. Is the museum part of the castle, or is it outside the castle?
It's outside the castle. It's a couple. It's what I say, 3-4 blocks from the inner wall, or like a block from the inner wall, 3-4 blocks from the closest gate. The inner wall is around the palace castle structure. Where did I put? There it is. I need that page.
Can I
I'll
can
take
I
that.
shimmy back down the rope inside our room, and I want to go talk to the bartender if he's still out in the bar.
you know whose opinion I think we need? I think we need Maj's opinion.
Hey, Maji, you awake?
I'm awake.
Just checking.
Kinda.
I want to go talk to the shimming down the rope back into the room. Go talk to the bartender if he's down there.
Sure. You send me down the rope, head down that way. We'll give it a second, see if anybody's doing anything else while you're walking that direction.
I'll just kind of go with him, I guess.
Anybody else doing anything while they go talk to the bartender?
I want to eat breakfast.
Coffee.
Oh, I'm also
You're
gonna
all
have
heading down?
I'm gonna have Kedron before he comes back in from the roof unhook my rope.
It
Yeah.
should be
Hey,
believed.
Maja, what are you up to?
Taking in the view, seeing if I can just notice anything.
Sure, give me a perception check. Also,
Okay.
Iron Cloak, I just looked over at the stream, and I love your setup with me in the upper right-hand corner and everyone else in the
I
bottom.
just
That's
changed that,
pretty dope.
and I kind of like it.
I like it a lot. That's pretty slick. I like the delineation between the DM and the rest of the crew.
You like to feel important.
I do.
He does.
Big crack in the sky.
Ooh, guys.
There's
shiny.
there's a butthole in the sky, guys.
No, there is not. There's a split in reality. Anyways, you guys continue downstairs, and it is empty.
The bartender's not there.
No.
Did I ever catch his name?
No.
Mr. Bartender Man.
Silence.
Is there like a back room?
Yeah. It's like a kitchen area.
Can I knock? Is the door open? Is it like the swingy doors with like the openings above and below, or is it like an actual door?
Like it's an actual door, but it's like a full swingy door.
I'm gonna push the door open. Is he back there?
Seems empty.
Did the barkeep abandon us? Harsh.
Is the front door still barred?
Yeah.
Bartender?
I'm gonna start looking for evidence of where they might be. If like there's a cellar or something they may have gone down into. If people may have like taken cover in, or
And there's a cellar. There's potatoes down there.
I'm gonna yell up to McGear and Alara if they're still in the room and have them start.
You probably would figure out that the bartender isn't the owner and probably doesn't live here.
is there anybody else around? Or are we like the only people in this place?
Nobody's down here.
I'm gonna
Just start
start
moving
banging
through
on
the-
doors. Yeah, upstairs. See if anybody's there.
You get to one door, you bang on it, and you hear, "What do you want? You should stay in your rooms until this is over. The king will say when it's fine."
I was just listening. You're the one that was making on doors.
Oh, okay. I was just wanting to see if you wanted some beer.
I have beer in here. Did you not stock on provisions?
No, I just didn't know if you did. That's why I was offering you beer.
I
But
have
I'm
plenty.
sorry,
I'm not
my bad.
opening
Oh,
this door. I
okay.
don't know that you're not a demon. If you try to open the door, I will stab you.
Right, but if I was a demon, I wouldn't have to open the door.
You might. That might be what a demon would say to try to get me to open the door.
Right, but that's pretty unlikely. But all right,
Go away,
I'm sorry.
demon. I'm not listening to you. La 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 la.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation by the door, and it's gonna be like,
I'm gonna stop. Actually, I'm gonna stop and turn and say, "How do you know it was demons? The announcement just said otherworldly invasion."
The announcement isn't the only rumors going around. Listen, a giant demon horde sweeping across the entire continent, and you think word doesn't get around?
That's literally on the other side of the planet. This is like I do this in like a normal hotel, normal inn.
One, continent, not planet. Two, it's been spreading. Word travels. Magically sometimes. You have to remember, there are wizards who can cast sending in this world. So it's not just as refugees travel, like there's also some magical communications, and you imagine official lines of communications between different places, as well as black market lines, we'll say.
Yeah.
So, like, this is all something
I
you
don't-
would know
I'm
as
just-
an inquisitor.
I'm just saying, if this guy is rich enough to be able to like get information from the black market and or a wizard who's using sending, I think we should rob him.
Why?
Or just going full pirate.
I love his logic. I don't agree.
I
with
mean,
it, but I love-
he's
I love
gotta
the
be.
fact that this campaign started with the premise of, hey, you all are like super indoctrinated good boy priests. Let's see what happens when I send you out in the world. And now you're like, hey, this guy seems rich. Let's
We've-
rob him blind.
We've committed many murders and or almost caused the end of the world multiple times. That's
Okay,
what
the
happened.
second one, yes, but
I
I,
have
don't
not
think you've
personally
committed the
murdered a single
first one.
person.
Alara,
It's mostly been in self-defense.
Alara, how many people have
Okay,
you
we did-
murdered with
I-
your?
He was evil, but we have broken into people's houses and killed them.
I have not killed a
But they
single
were
person.
evil. But I mean, legally, we did break into their houses first and then
I
murder
mean-
them.
Go ahead, Father
Also,
Ironclad.
How many people have you killed or murdered with after you made the thing? One, right? Maja, how many people have you stabbed through the back with your spear while they were
No
doing?
one.
No, exactly one person, which was like one of the head priests of our order.
Father Petrovich or Brother Petrovich, you,
I mean,
you
he
stabbed Brother
was
Petrovich.
his intention, even though he was being fooled, was to try to kill God. So I mean, it
But
makes
that doesn't
sense.
affect us. That would, I mean,
I take that back. I have killed a bunch of people that were trying to get us, and that was before that building was on fire. Other than that, I
Magir.
Oh
like,
yeah, McGear killed a whole bunch of cops.
and he
Yeah.
also like gets grandfathered into killing an entire city.
No. I did not.
He was at least an accomplice.
Anybody.
You were at least an accomplice.
If
Not
you
really.
Unwilling, maybe, but an accomplice.
if you sell someone a nuke and they blow up a city, you are responsible for every single death.
You are an accomplice at that point.
Not
You
that.
are implicated at least.
Just because
No,
they
if
put
you
the
sell
real power
someone a
in-
nuke, and when you sell it to them, they specifically state, "Hey, I'm gonna do this dumb thing that's probably gonna set it off," then you're culpable. If you just sell them a nuke for the sake of selling them a nuke, I'd say you're not
All right,
culpable.
sorry. Magir is an accessory to 10 to 15,000 murders.
Oh no, more than that. It was a couple 100,000.
Okay, a couple 100,000 murders. Alara has done a murder. Masha has done a murder.
I guess I'm an accessory to however many that dragon's killed.
Kedron is an
Unknown.
accessory to an unknown amount of murders.
Anyways, what are you guys actually doing? Are you robbing this guy?
No.
or
No.
what?
No.
Okay.
I'm downstairs eating breakfast. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you're able to rustle up some like eggs and sausages and stuff. Congratulations.
Yeah.
There's not a lot left in there. It's been pretty ransacked by the workers stocking up on provisions. But...
I will make some coffee.
I am going to pull out. You know, actually, I'm not going to pull out my jug. I'm just going to, like, one of the kegs is already tapped. I'm getting a cup of beer. I'm getting a breakfast beer.
All right, you guys sit down and eat. Eerily silent out on the street.
I'm assuming there's some sort of like register or till or somewhere that he keeps the money, right?
I mean,
After I
usually
get
the
my breakfast
drawer,
beer,
yeah.
I'm going to walk into the closet and see if it takes me to.
It's a closet now.
Ah, darn it.
I'm going to leave whatever the payment would be for 2 gallons of beer, and then I'm going to stock up 2 of my gallon jugs with beer because I assume in the near future we will not have access to decent beverages.
Hold on,
we'll
I
have
think
ale
I
for
have
the
a thing for this.
jug of alchemy.
Yes, Bryant has the price of a gallon of beer on hand just in case.
I might. Hold on, I had to look it up. No, I didn't write down the gallon. Oh wait, hold on. Yes, I do. Ale, 2 silver per gallon, so 4 silver.
All right.
Actually, yes, I 100% do. I have this, which is a PDF I got of reasonable priced magic items.
That
and
does
it
not
breaks
look
down
like a
by
PDF to me.
individuals.
That looks like a paper.
I printed it. I got it from a legal source. I subscribed to the Patreon or something. I don't remember. And then on the back of it, I wrote down a bunch of living costs for different like hotels and foods and drinks and all that stuff. That is my cost of living booklet right there. It's great. Highly recommend.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
So beer then.
Yes. Father
And-
Ironcloak now has 4 silver, 2 gallons worth of beer. Kedron drinks a breakfast ale and pays, because I have that on here, 4 copper for the mug.
Okay.
Minus it from your account, please.
I have my own coffee, so it's not a.
That's fine. There's a pot to boil water in. You guys have your breakfast. Congratulations. Can we
Well,
move past breakfast, please?
Well, we were kind of like waiting to see if something was going to happen because like we're on the precipice of like there should be a disaster and kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop is what's happening right now.
Dead silent.
Hey guys, what about second breakfast?
Never mind, you all die. The roof collapses. Baphomet himself stomps on your faces. Campaign over.
That got really drastic really quick.
We kind of thought you were trying to build tension with like the long drawn out like nothing's happening yet, but it's on the horizon. So we were trying to wait it out, but no, apparently not. We were
Something
trying
like
to give
that.
you tension building, but apparently you're mad at us for letting you build, doing what we thought you wanted.
I have things that I slaved over today trying to get this done before the campaign started and stressed out about it, and I would really like to get
All right. All in favor of just going and robbing this place?
No. I would have to smite you.
McGear?
I can't stop what I'm not watching.
Maja?
Okay.
Kedron?
Do you have the All right, real quick question. Mahir, do you have the stuff to resummon your eagle if we have a few minutes?
To what?
If we have time here for at least a little bit, do you have the stuff to resummon your familiar?
Yes. It takes an hour though.
I mean, you could do that over breakfast.
Yeah, I do
or
that for
eat
breakfast.
breakfast.
I resummon my owl.
Sweet, burn the supplies.
Yeah, so why don't we at least scout what's going on over there real quick? Just send the bird over, take a quick peek before we jump into
Right,
robbing or
but
not robbing a
are
place.
you even interested in the idea? Because if the general consensus is no, don't do it, then we should just leave town now and head for the Underdark.
I'm okay with just heading out and hitting the Underdark. Because last time we broke into a place, it did not go well.
What are you talking about? It went perfectly well. The dragon didn't even know we were there, and I got cool stuff.
Not wrong.
Because I feel like if do keep in mind this is like an artifact level item, they're gonna leave somebody capable there to guard it. And I was just hoping to use chaos of other stuff, like them fighting other stuff that's like around the area to snag it. That's the only reason I suggested stealing it, like immediate, like right
I
now.
would also like to point out that you guys haven't directly observed the cuts in reality. Like, you've only seen above the roof line so far.
That's why I'm suggesting sending a bird to take a look.
So I get my bird summoned.
Sweet. Bird is summoned.
I send the bird out and I look through its eyes.
You send the bird out and look through its eyes. Any particular direction you're heading in?
I wanted to head in the direction of the museum, but I also wanted to take stock of what the situation is within its field of vision.
With the
Like-
giant, yeah,
like
check out the giant holes in
So you
reality.
kind of swing up to the cut and then around to the museum.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a perception check with your bird stats.
Alrighty.
I think that's how
We
that
just
works.
pull those up.
Yeah, I
And
know it sucks. I used Find Familiar for a lot in the campaign that I played in, and it always sucked having to use my owl's perception and not my own. But you do get advantage on that, I think.
I do get advantage on it. It is a passive perception is 13.
Perception is a intelligence check.
They're
Wow.
both 11. Wow.
Double 11s. Okay. Flying over the city. Very quiet. Deathly silent. You don't see or hear anything moving. As you fly closer to the cut, you do notice that where it is a single, almost one-dimensional line of blackness, from every angle you look at it, down at the bottom, there is a dome of darkness that you cannot see through. Because your owl does not have devil sight, and you don't get to use devil sight through your owl, sorry.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Is there any like troops or anything of like the not devil variety in the area?
With an 11, the
Oh, and
way...
Masha is definitely asleep. Snoring.
Hey, Jason, you awake, buddy?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What is it? I could have swore I heard snoring.
Same. With an 11, you don't see anything at the moment.
Okay, so on towards the museum.
Same as the rest of the city. Quiet, locked down, boarded up.
Cool. I
Nothing's
pass on
moving.
some to the crew and tell them we need to head on our way.
Is there any like are the windows like boarded up with just boards, or is it?
Like, a few places have, like, metal over them in the richer areas. But primarily it's just wood, like the scrap wood that people
So
can
on
find,
the
especially in
on the
poorer areas.
museum, it's just scrap wood.
Oh, on the museum it's shutters, like metal shutters.
Is there any like glass paneling on the roof that he could look through, or that's not shuttered up, or no?
No, not on this one.
I don't know.
You do get a hint of movement down one of the alleys, but you're not able to make out what it is.
Do you want to go out personally and start exploring? Because if we're gonna leave and find a place to try to talk to Orthax, we're gonna have to get out of here anyway. So at the very least, we're gonna have to leave this building, no matter what we do.
Hey, you should have this conversation in character.
Just random, like non out or out of character question. Do we have to do a crossroads summoning at a crossroads?
I mean, it's in the name.
That doesn't mean that's what it is.
I'm gonna say yes.
So you're all finished with your food.
Ready when you guys are.
Yep.
One way or the other, unless we're just going to try to wait this out, we're gonna have to leave this building anyway. So might as well at least go out and take a look and try to be quiet about it.
I mean, I'm great and quiet, so.
Why not just go to the pub and have a drink and wait it out?
Where's the fun in that?
And there's
It's safe. You guys are dangerous.
there's 3 portals, right?
Yeah, one pretty close to center of town, but not quite. One at the edge of town, way down south, and then one kind of off in the distance on the horizon that you can see.
Is the one downtown, like in the middle of town near the museum?
I'd give it 3 blocks away, but in the opposite direction from the wall, the inner wall.
All right, so hear me out. What if we go and like go towards it and just kind of like get within range that we can see what's going on? And if it seems like they've got it controlled or whatever, we just head out and head to the Underdark.
And why don't we, if it's possible, I don't know how close the other these buildings are, we could try to rooftop it.
I mean, I'm game.
I
I
think
mean, going down the same street, yes, but cross wherever there are like crossroads and stuff, like intersections and stuff, it's gonna be really hard.
I think
Especially
going
for the less lithe of your group.
I think
I
going down a
still-
street would be better because they're going to be looking for flyers and stuff. And so if we're on the roofs, we're going to be much more noticeable if we're traveling.
Fair enough. But I was gonna say, I think I still have my grappling hook from my failed grappling hook launcher project, like at the beginning.
Oh
I
yeah.
heard about that. You never did try that again.
I still haven't, but at this point, Iron Cloak can throw the grappling hook farther than a crossbow could probably launch it.
Maybe. So what y'all doing?
I
Let's
would.
go check.
Let's
Scout.
yeah. Let's head to the museum.
All right. Just the museum or the cut, then the museum? Which one are you doing? Both were floated. That's why I'm asking.
How?
The
I mean,
I
can
thought
we pass
museum.
the cut while heading towards the museum?
If you make kind of a loopy do, it won't be a direct path, but yeah.
All right, then let's make a loopy do. We've got time.
And if we find any particularly tall buildings around that area, I might use the grappling hook and kind of get a quick view up top.
You start moving that direction again. Nothing
Stealthily.
on the streets.
We are going quietly.
Yeah.
At least I am.
Stealth checks. Anyone who's stealthing. Anyone who's at disadvantage, remember you're at disadvantage.
Oh no!
That'll be an armor thing.
Hey, 18.
I am so stealthy. Wee.
Marja, how do you have a +7 to stealth?
Bugbear.
Bugbear plus high dex.
True.
Teddy bears are pretty quiet because they're so soft when they touch the ground.
Right.
It's fair.
Right, but I just imagine a 7-foot tall bear that's like, I'm being super stealthy.
Yeah, bugbears don't look anything like bears. However, now that you said teddy bears are super soft when they touch the ground, I can only think of Maja as a furry, and every time his feet hit the ground, they squeak like little squeaker toys.
I can send you an image of my costume.
I'm just
Anyways, I'm gonna ignore that comment.
No.
if-
Now that you've said that, I almost want to just like cast both instances of my prestidigitation on his feet, so that every time he takes a step, they make a small sound of a rubber duck.
And anytime he gets
mean,
hit in the chest, he just
damage
goes,
is
I
sensitive.
love you.
No.
Speaking of, you
Anyways,
mentioned rubber ducks.
continuing.
Quick check
yes,
for Goose.
He's there, waddling behind you.
I toss him some breadcrumbs left over from breakfast.
All right. Anyways, you all go down that way. You start getting a little bit closer. Are you peeking into windows or anything on your way? You just marching through? Like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep an eye out for like anything suspicious.
Shush.
Okay, but you're not like peeking into windows or anything. Like there are cracks between boards. You could
No,
if you
that
want
would
to.
just make us suspicious. Unless like the building seems suspicious, in which case I'll look through the window.
I mean, everything's dead silent. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna look through any like cracks or anything, but I am definitely keeping an eye out because
perception checks, everybody.
I'm keeping an eye out for the guy.
Dear.
Rock your body.
yeah.
Oh,
That was a nat one.
Here, you get sand in your eye.
Gosh, dang it.
All right, let's see. Perception, Father Ironcloak, negatory. McGear, sand in his eye, not seeing anything. Take 1 point of damage for that, by the way, because getting something in your eye hurts. Ilara. That
What?
one suck, bro.
That, I call bullcrap. Whatever.
Listen, I've been hammering on nat ones and nat 20s this entire game. It's nothing new.
That-
You're lucky it wasn't a double nat one on advantage, because like you might lose your other eye.
I'm not even gonna go into this.
Hills
I have one eye that's artificial.
Back street, back. All right.
Maja. No. Kedron. You see something moving in a window, and as you kind of look at it, it's not a normal motion. It's kind of swinging back and forth a little bit. Ilara. Oh, Ilara.
Oh no.
As you're looking with that beautiful perception check, you do happen to glance through a window, and the sun, as it's rising, shines directly into that window, hitting it just the perfect angle. And you see it glisten off of some sort of strands. And as you look closer, spider webs. Incredibly thin, nearly invisible spider webs are inside of that window. This is the window you, Kedron, saw something swinging in. And as you look closer, and Kedron, you begin to kind of tilt your head a little, Ilara, you recognize a very large, human-sized cocoon of spider silk.
Aww. Why does it always have to be spiders,
Did
dude?
we just like sleep through the invasion somehow?
Why
I
can't
don't
we?
want to fight Lol.
Why can't we
I don't
fight
have
like
time for this.
crocodile
Hey, what's
monsters?
really
or something?
sneaky and has 8 legs?
A centipede.
That's lost its several legs, yes.
Who's closest to me?
Kedron, because he's the one who also kind of noticed the swinging motion, but you're the one who noticed everything.
I'm gonna just shake his arm and be like, spiders.
Just pull out the sword.
I'm over here like rubbing my eyeball.
I'm going to intentionally, now that I know there's some sort of like spider, like look, see if I see anything.
Sure, give me that perception check. Ilara, with your 21, though, as you start to look up, you realize the roofs. You're having trouble seeing them. Kedron, on your own, you wouldn't be able to spot them. With Ilara pointing them out, you're able to.
Yeah.
You see that the roofs have been mostly coated in spider silk, this close to the cut. The streets are mostly clear, and it's by luck you haven't stepped in anything yet. If you had taken the roofs, you would have hit them before you noticed them.
Joy.
You say anything?
Guys, I think we should go back to bed and start this over if all of us missed the roofs being covered in spider webs.
They're extraordinarily thin, like even thinner than regular spider webs.
Is the street real quiet?
Oh yeah, dead silent, the whole city.
Okay, just very under my breath at only the level that the others will hear it, I just say stop.
Hammer
Collaborate
time.
and listen.
And I wait for everybody to look at me.
McGear's looking the wrong direction.
Nick has sand in his eye.
I'm over here just still trying to rub it.
I got my bow out, still surveying the sky.
So I stop. I kind of scoot towards your voice a little bit. It's like, what's up?
McGear's just squinting off in some random direction with his bloodshot eye, just
Ilara, as you look, it's a piece of spider silk hanging out of his eyeball.
Oh.
Oh, can you get it, please?
He grabs it and pulls it out, and it pulls his prosthetic eye out.
That's how that works. No,
Just pop.
no.
Sure. I will help him out with the spider silk in his eye, and I
Comes
will
right out.
show it to him.
It's like, oh. With that, I'm going to, whatever the de-summon thing is for my familiar, so it doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah, you can banish it to a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Takes an action.
So I do that.
Is this magical spider silk in any way? Do I detect magic from anything in the area?
Not with your current perception check.
That's not how that works.
That's not how
There's some
permanent detect magic works.
there are some hidden properties to this stuff.
If Alara specifically points it out, do I
yes,
detect
if
magic?
Ilara specifically points it out, you see a little bit of abjuration magic on it, but it's extraordinarily faint in its current state.
All right.
Wouldn't that make like essentially the rooftops glisten for him in comparison to us?
Like I said, there's some like
I have-
hiding properties to this stuff.
I am so absolutely toasted that I do not notice the fact that the entire city is like shining with magic.
Well, to be fair, created through magical means and innately magical are not the same thing.
That's true. It doesn't actually have an enchantment or a spell on it, so it is created through magical means, but it's not so known. Detect magic really doesn't pick it up that much, I guess.
So unless it has,
Like you kind of looking at it, it doesn't glow with a hey, this has been enchanted, but you get now that you see it a sense of it has some magical properties
okay.
to it, sort of thing.
But the specific wording of detect magic is if it's within 30 feet, you sense the presence of magic. So it's not
Again,
if
there
it's
are also
created-
other magics that can hide magics, as you found out with the rock. That cast darkness.
Yep.
Okay.
So
All right. But per the spell, unless it is covered in an inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of dirt, of wood or dirt, or a foot of stone, I can sense it.
hey Obi, you've played Magic, right?
I have.
There are exceptions to every rule.
That's not how D&D works, bro.
It is. It's made by the same company. It is 100% how D&D works.
All right.
Yeah, but if somebody like uses druid magic to grow a field of flowers, all the flowers are not going to glow with magic permanently. Maybe while they're actively being grown.
And
but, like,
honestly, incredibly strong, incredibly thin is most of their properties. So like,
All right. Whatever. Well, since then the city's infested by spiders, I vote for we just steal the thing.
Yep.
Might as well.
Yep.
I mean,
But we have to be hyper aware of all these webs are.
if we can we like specifically watching for spiders, spider webs. Can we like are they on the street?
Try them.
there's not a lot on the street right now. There's you can do what is it like 1 foot by 1 foot with prestidigitation, I think, of something you can actively see.
1 cubic foot, and I can use it to do a wide range of things, but I can move it with me, and I can have up to 2 instances.
Yeah, but you kind of have to see the stuff you're casting on.
but what I'm going to do.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily, because if I can
Hold on,
chill
let Jacob
warmth
talk.
every 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. You can make a color, small mark, or symbol appear on object or surface for 1 hour. Create a non-magical trinket, image to fit in your hand, small.
Yes, but you can't really change the color of something you can't see.
It does not say I have to be able to see it.
Jacob, what are you saying?
I'm just going to scout us a path.
So essentially,
enough.
per the reading of the spell, I can cast prestidigitation within a cubic foot. If anything isn't within that cubic foot and I choose to change its color, essentially I could use it to, as it sweeps over the cubic foot, highlight the strand.
So I am going to negate that simply due to the fact that that would make prestidigitation a cantrip, completely negate invisibility, which is a level 3 spell.
Okay,
It
but
wouldn't
hear
change
me out.
invisibility because invisibility is a magical thing, not a non-magical thing.
Can we start the spider webs on fire?
You can try.
Because what this is non-living material. So
Maybe.
unless it has something that is actively hiding it, like illusion or invisibility, as a non-living material, if it's just hard to see, changing its color would only make it easier to see, not change any of its innate effects.
Well, and if you think about it, if you think about like lasers, like you can't see the lines of a laser until you blow smoke on it, and then you can see it. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, if you have smoke you can blow, or like flour you can throw, that would work perfectly.
I could gentle wind effects. That doesn't really count.
Mm.
But if I like highlighted everything in like a neon green color,
So again, for this,
Wait,
I'm
you
gonna
can
call it-
instantly clean or soil chill sauce appear on an object. You can make a color or small mark appear on an object or surface for no these are all separate bullet points. The changing color says a specific object.
and
'Cause
to
they're-
specify an object, you kind of have to be able to perceive that it's there.
The cubic thing is cleaning or soiling a object no larger than 1 cubic feet. So you have to specify the object, and it can't be any bigger than that.
And to specify an object, you have to be able to perceive its presence.
You create, and I'm not. Yeah, these are all. There's a bunch of separate bullet
Yep.
points that are listed separately for different. For
So,
that
anyways,
specific
Kedron, you said
reason.
you're scouting.
Yes, I will just try to scout us a clear
Sweet.
enough path they can get through.
Well, he's sitting there trying to fiddle with magic.
I
Go
can
ahead and give
do.
me a-
How dusty is this area?
Not very. I mean, you're not in a desert or anything.
So it's not like a dusty dirt.
No, it's cobblestone.
What
Oh, sorry.
roll am I rolling?
Are you trying to see the wispies as you move to try and scout a path? Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to, but it doesn't really matter anyway.
Perception check.
If we see a bakery along the way, I want to go in and steal some flour.
Would Devil's Sight allow me to see this any better?
No,
Hey,
that
23.
is just darkness. 23. Perfect. You're able to see the webs. Yeah, you can probably find a bakery pretty easily, actually.
Yeah, if we pass a bakery, I just want to like, I'll pay for the flour or whatever, but pay for like I don't know, 5 pounds
Cool.
of flour.
As you
and we
open the
can-
door, give me a perception check.
You gotta bake really quick.
I'd like to like look through the window before I open up the door to see if I see anything in there.
Yeah, perception check.
Okay.
Oh, this is in direct sunlight, Kedron. You actually get advantage, which negates your
So 29.
sorry.
Alright.
17. Let me check the stat page. See what that DC was. Looks clear.
That's disconcerting.
And
Let me see what the DC is. Oh yeah,
Just-
you don't see anything.
I'm just asking because I always have detect magic up and I also have devil sight. If it's any sort of magical creature, I would know it's there, right? Unless
I mean, if it's like has a enchantment and spells and stuff on it, yeah.
but I don't see anything.
No.
Can I have Kedron look through it? No, actually, no.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm scouting right
hold on,
now.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
Kedron's up
yeah,
ahead.
I'm gonna stop metagaming.
Thanks. I was about to throw a rock at you.
Yeah, don't do that.
And by a rock, I made a demon spider.
Right, but I would see the demon spider coming.
So
If
wait,
it's
you
enchanted.
are about
And
to.
maybe magical creatures wouldn't glow, like an abjuration or a demon wouldn't just glow. Like, yes, they are magical creatures, but they're not casting a spell or under the effect of an enchantment.
It's any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. So if it has any sort of magic on it,
On it,
I would
sure.
know it's there.
Sure,
I don't
magic
see
on
anything-
it, yes. Nope.
Hey guys, so there's a bakery here. I don't see anything inside. We could get some flour to throw on, the spider string so that it'd be easier for the rest of us to see.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Or are we moving just fine with Kedron and being able to see stuff and pass through it?
The Kedron's pointed out several spots so far. you guys are able to avoid.
Katrin, would the flower at all be helpful to you?
I mean, we don't know if throwing things on the webs, though, and disturbing a large quantity of them might alert anything.
So no.
For now, I'll just keep moving and see what happens.
All right, let's keep moving then.
All right, I will keep moving.
Hold on to it. If we are noticed and are in a fight, it might help.
I don't have the flower. It's in the building. I'm just asking if I need to go in the building and get the flower.
I would say at least hold on to it just in case.
He doesn't
I
have
don't
it. yet, is
have
what
it.
he's saying.
It's
Well,
in
get
the
it and hold on to it. Like you're pointing inside, saying I can get this. When
All right,
So
I'm gonna open the door and go inside.
you already
step
opened the door.
inside.
I hadn't. I was looking through the window.
He was looking through the
Oh, I
window.
thought you already opened the door.
No,
Oh.
no. You open the door. You step inside. You get about 3 steps in. Give me a deck save.
I did say I was coming with him.
That's a 20 plus Alara's if she's within 10 feet of me.
Yep.
Yeah, Ilara, give me one too, because if you're within 10 feet of him, you're stepping in the same stuff.
If I'm stepping through the front door and she's 10 feet behind me,
Well, she said she's coming with you. I'm assuming she's
right?
next
But
to you.
wouldn't I mean? Okay.
Keep rolling.
She didn't say how far behind you she was. She said she's
Alright.
coming with you.
Did it?
She doesn't have to be exactly 10 feet away for that to work. She can be within 10 feet.
All right, we both have 24.
That's fine. You are about to step down at the very last second. You see spiderweb wall. You're like, ooh! And you come back just barely avoiding being stuck. And you're like,
Like an
That was
actual,
close.
like an actual wall, or just like.
Well, not like a full wall, but like
A lattice.
webs crisscrossing and like on the floor. And there are webs in this room.
Kedron, we can't get you any flour. Is there anyone in here? Like, is there any bodies in here?
Can I? If I walk back to them, can I see any flower?
I mean, you're like in the front customer area. You can kind of like peek over the counter a little bit and kind of back in a corner. There might be something hanging from the ceiling. You're not entirely sure because kind of around the corner, you can barely catch a glimpse of it, like in the reflection of one of the display cases.
I'm gonna take a look around in there real quick.
Sure, give me a
What do
perception.
I catch a reflection of?
It could be another chrysalis. Hard to tell. That's 20. Spiderwebs. Flour was probably kept back in the kitchen somewhere where the meat
Critters that I
came.
catch eyes on.
Not in here.
I'm gonna walk in and get the flower.
There's a crisscrossing a spider web.
I have armor of web walking.
He does. Tell me, does that disturb the web? I know you don't get stuck in it.
I think I don't like web walking is the ability that the spiders have to not disturb and not get stuck.
It ignores movement restriction.
Oh.
As you touch the first one, it does vibrate a little as you touch it. It doesn't
What?
stick.
Okay, I thought that it was the same ability the spiders had to not disturb and not.
Well, no. So I'm literally reading Web Walker right now, and the spider ignores movement restriction caused by webbing. It does not say anything about
Okay.
disturbing the webs.
Like, if I know it's gonna if I knew that, I'm not going in. But like, I thought it was just like I didn't disturb, didn't.
Oh no, you still get stuck, and it doesn't
Okay.
like impede your movement.
Would
all
I
that
know
is.
that?
You avoided the chitin spider webs pretty hard in the cave, so I feel like Kedron has a pretty good idea.
Okay, never
Touch-
mind. I thought I was under the assumption
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
ability worked differently.
All right.
Nope.
So we're just going back out on the street and we're heading towards the.
Yeah.
Let's keep on keeping on.
Y'all keep on keeping on. It doesn't take you too long to get to the museum. It too is quiet. There do not appear to be any spider webs on the outside of the building.
Is there a window I can peek through?
All of the windows are shuttered. Speaking of, I need to.
Are they
fix that.
shuttered from the outside or the inside?
Hold on. How do I boop? From the inside.
Huh. Neat.
There is a front door. Give me just a second to get some stuff edited that I forgot to do a second ago. It won't take long. And I'll put you on a map. All right, I think that's all. Sweet. All right. Where are you guys at right now? City. And I need to take you to museum, which I misspelled, and I don't care.
I can see inside the museum.
Why?
I can see here. I can see here. I can see here.
Yeah, there's some gaps.
I can
from
see
where I'm
here.
seeing.
I deleted the windows.
I can see here. I can see here.
Ignore it.
I
Just
can see
pretend
there.
that you can't.
Because I can see through
Okay.
those also windows that are.
Just pretend that you can't. Let me just boop.
Okay.
Boop. Save. Try that. Didn't work, did it? Okay, just pretend that you can't.
No. All right. Heard. I do not see any creatures or things inside the building.
Windows are shuttered. Doors are closed. Doors are currently locked.
Kedrin, you should check the door for if it's locked.
Hey, the page finally fully loaded. I will do an investigation on the door, I guess.
Go ahead.
I can
Check
see
out the
farther
door.
inside the building now. That
Locked
door.
and-
That
That's
door.
a
Is,
window. That's a window.
Oh, it's a window.
This is the door.
That's the door.
That's the door.
Locks and
Good
traps.
door.
Locks and traps and locks and traps and locks and traps.
Cool. Investigation.
Investigation of 17.
Cool. Definitely locked. Definitely trapped. This is not a mechanical trap. This is not an arcane trap. This is a divine trap.
4K?
Divine magic has been used.
Oh, then wouldn't Iron Cloak have seen it? The trap?
Yeah, but he didn't say anything about looking for it, so it's kind of there as you walk up to it. But definitely locked, and you're like, this is definitely trapped. And then Iron Cloak looks over and is kind of glowing there.
can I tell what type of divine trap it is?
That of conjuration.
Conjure. Like, can I tell what spell it is? If I like kind of look at the runes that I can see.
Wisdom check, because that's your spellcasting ability modifier.
McGee, can you dispel this magic?
Yeah.
Hold up, I can take care of it. If
Oh, you can?
yes.
Yeah, this is celestial specifically. To try and get rid of it
Bro,
would
am I-
be more of a wisdom,
Wisdom.
check
16.
to try and disarm it.
I'm gonna
Wisdom
use
16.
if hold up. If I don't know if I can do it this way. If it fails, I'm going to use my inspiration. Can I do it that way, or do I have to?
So
state them using it?
inspiration you can do after you see the roll, but before I say what the outcome is.
All right,
No,
fine.
I thought inspiration, the whole thing about inspiration is the only thing you can use at any time. Like,
If it's I have to see the roll first, I'm gonna stay with the 16. If it's I can use it at any time. If it fails, I'm using inspiration.
Let's see.
Everybody.
Also, just
Technically, DM inspiration is supposed to be advantage, but that's right. But I hated that rule, so I let it become bardic inspiration instead. That I handed out.
that's actually really dumb if it's advantage.
Oh yeah, no, it's supposed to be, but I remember I hated that rule, so I was like, nah,
Right.
we ain't
Yeah,
doing
it's
that.
really dumb.
Yeah. Well, that's not the bard regular page. Give me a second. Let me. Really? Why didn't you do what I said? Bard class 5e. There we go. D&D Beyond, Bard class, Inspiration. Bardic Inspiration. Blah, 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 blah. Once within... check it out, that it makes a creature. Okay, the creature can wait until after it rolls a d20 before deciding to use a Bardic Inspiration die, but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
All right, I'm staying with 16.
Okay, you
gotta take-
invoke
I'm
your
gonna step away while he's doing his thing.
yeah, sure. You kind of hold up your holy symbol. You start to pray a little bit, and kind of unlocking that divine magic within you. You feel it flow through your symbol into the door, lines, and you almost feel a haptic click within your brain as the rune fades.
No. So I wasn't trying to dispel magic or anything. I was just trying to tell if I could tell or see if I could tell what type of magic it was.
Oh,
like what
okay.
spell
Well,
it
then
was.
as you examine it, it is some sort of summoning spell where if this door is opened without it being disabled, something summoned to your location.
Can I tell what level of spell it is?
Pretty high,
Pretty high.
at least 7th.
Is it on the windows as well?
Go look at the windows. They're also enchanted, not with the same stuff though. This is abjuration.
All right. I'm a little bit toasty at the moment. Would dispel magic work on the ones on the windows?
Maybe there's also just metal right behind them.
Are the walls enchanted?
Nope.
Cool. Let's break down the walls.
Masha, you're up.
Masha? Oh no, we don't need Masha. We don't need Masha at all. All right, I'm gonna go to. Is this window here?
Well, I thought the tiny little dwarf was gonna pick up the giant Maja and use him to break open the wall.
That is in fact a window. Given the magic on the door, you feel like you'd probably have a chance to get rid of it.
All right, I will. I'm gonna cast dispel magic on it? Question mark?
Sure. What level? Wait, does dispel magic have like the whole level thing? No, that's counterspell.
There you go. For your convenience.
Oh, Spanx. We go over to the chat here.
You have to
choose one
make an
creature.
ability check.
Okay, for each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus spells level. Okay. So it'd be Wisdom 10 plus your spell level. You feel like it's about a 7th level spell.
17 all right. So is that what a wisdom check?
Yeah.
20. Hey, that makes it.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, it fades.
Okay, let me use that. Okay.
And then an alarm goes off.
I'm gonna go up and check for mechanical traps.
You don't find any mechanical traps. Let's go based off of that one you had earlier.
Okay.
You don't find any mechanical traps. It seems to be that the summoning spell was the defense.
Then, right, he dispelled the window, right?
No, I dispelled the magic on the front door. Whatever the
Oh.
summoning was.
Then I guess unlock it.
Sure, give me that thieves tool check.
These tools, and that's a tool check, not an ability check. So, double check how the exhaustion works on that for me real quick.
I'll assist him.
Sweet, that would give you advantage. So
So you're just normal check now.
yeah, I think so.
So is it the ability
Hold on,
check?
working on it.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on ability checks. Thieves' Tools uses Dex. I want to say it's an ability
It
check.
uses it's dex based, but it is a tool check. Not an it's like a tool usage check. I don't know. It's
All right.
like using weapons, even though they're dexterity based, isn't included in ability checks. I think you're gonna have to make a call on that.
Okay, yes, proficiency with Thieves' Tools and Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition allows a player to add proficiency bonus, blah, 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 blah. These ability checks include opening locks and disarming traps.
Okay, so normal then, because he's helping.
Correct.
Mm.
18.
18. Yeah, you're fine. Also, I would like to point out that I was wrong, by the way, when I said Plantar about Asmodeus. That should have been Empyrean. I had them mixed up in my notes.
So they're able to become gods for the outer gods.
What?
Empyreans in Elden Ring are able to channel the power of the
Oh,
outer gods to
that-
become
oh,
gods.
Whatever. Sorry. No, the official 5e monster manual Empyreans.
Yeah,
I had
mentioning
it mixed
Elden
up there.
Ring- Elden Ring,
I
yeah.
thought Plantars were Empyreans, Empyreans were Plantars. I had them flip-flopped in my notes. Like, I had the stat block and was like, this is a Plantar. But anyways.
All right, so I'm really confused. I clicked on the door to open it since we unlocked the door. It just locks the door, and then I can't unlock it.
No, I had it locked. I had to hit the unlock button.
Oh, I just opened.
No,
the door.
it was unlocked, but when I click on it, it just locks the door.
Click it again.
Nope.
Click it again.
Nope.
Yeah,
it's opening on my screen. Opening and
It's
closing
opening on my screen
On
too.
my screen, it just says locked.
Huh, weird. I just unlocked it.
All right.
Yeah, doors open. It opens into a sort of atrium, I guess. There is a desk with a couple of weird like skulls and taxidermied birds. There's a big old bearskin rug, some nice pillar work, lots of like animal heads and stuff on the walls. There's a weird little like orb looking thing over here, maybe a globe. There is a door immediately to your left, and then directly behind the desk, there is a large ornate door. And I'm going to take a quick, 5-minute break because I got to pee.
All right.
I will take advantage of that as well.
That sounds awesome. All right.
Peace. Be back in a bit.
We will be right back.
Hey!
Ayo!
We're back and not drinking heavily alcoholics. Don't worry about it. Kentucky's a great state.
Why are you in Kentucky?
I'm not. I just love Kentucky for no reason in particular.
I'm going to keep it up.
Anyways, you guys just cracked open the doors. You see the atrium, the entryway, whatever you want to call it.
It's a beer.
Indeed.
What's the name of this town we're in?
Shoot, what was the name of this town? Hold on. I gotta open Asgard's and find out. By the way, Asgard's Fantasy Map Generator, choice.
Asgard's, if you want to sponsor us, we are down.
Yo, I have been using your app since before this campaign started, 3 or 4 years ago. I would love, I might die if they sponsored me just out of pure fanboyness. I don't know.
Also, if Arkenforge wants to sponsor us, we use that sometimes too.
Oops. Arkenforge's pretty dope. All right, load map for machine. Not my networking folder, my friggin' D&D folder, you absolute buffoon. All right, let's see. You guys are up in the whatever empire, in the upper north. Mori, Moury, Mori.
More like Spiderville.
I'd like to kick open the doors and yell, "Moray police, put your hands on your head."
Are you actually doing this?
No.
Okay, then I will.
When you see a spider sub, it's the foray.
When there's silk in your eye, that's amore.
Anyways, please continue. What are
When you
doing?
think you're
Scouting.
about to die, it's Samore.
Sweet. You peek into the room. It's a room. Give me a perception check.
I'm also being sneaky.
Room is very room-like.
Stealth.
I feel like it's very roomy.
Ketrin, did you just open both doors or just one?
Josh, how much have you had to drink this evening?
At
Only
least 3.
one.
I'm about to have
One
another because of
what?
that particular dad joke.
19, you are looking 8.
This is your fault.
I have no regrets yet.
19, sweet. Perception. 18, dope. You
Bigger.
don't see any spider webs in this room.
I'm not necessarily looking for spider. I'm just doing a general scouting run. I'm kind of
Yes, but perception check.
Yeah, I did a perception of.
Yes,
like,
I'm aware. I'm narrating what you see in the room. Give me a minute. You don't see any spider webs in this room in particular. You see the desk, little sign, purchase admission here. Door to the left, very unornate, just a solid oak slab of a door. A gate kind of behind. It is open currently, and it leads back into a hallway. In that hallway, kind of what you see some more pillar work. You see maybe some paintings in between the pillars, and you see suits of armor in between the other pillars. Like every other pillar is a
Yeah.
painting, every other pillar is a suit of armor. Skull, horned, maybe dragon skull, maybe, or probably a fake. Who knows? Very beautiful, colorful bird that is taxidermied, and then a bunch of taxidermied heads along the wall. That's all you really see in this room. Oh wait, there's a shield over here on the wall. It's a coat of arms shield for the royal family, which has a bronze dragon on it.
Does it look enchanted at all?
Nope.
Oh.
All right, before anybody enters this first room, I want to try to clear this room of traps. For traps.
Doesn't seem to be any in there.
Oh, so I can go ahead and just
Yeah,
okay.
Just
Yeah.
go ahead.
This first room is cleared for traps, I guess, and I'll then if I'm standing on the door and I'm trying to like move myself in. I kept clicking the door.
Oh, oops. Yeah, you move into the room, and it's exactly as I described. Like, you're not seeing anything extra in here, really, at the moment. Again, that desk is the only standout feature in the room.
I'm going to actually go up to the desk and kind of duck down beneath it. Father Iron Cloak, over here.
I will go over there.
Cool. How much wood needs to be able to block a magical enchantment again?
1 foot thick.
Inside of one of these drawers, you sense there's magic items inside of one of the drawers.
I was actually going to have him like look down the hallway and look at the like suits of armor.
Is the drawer enchanted?
The drawer itself is not enchanted. The items inside are also suits of armor, super enchanted.
I kind of figured.
All right. Are they enchanted with like what type of magic?
What type of magic creates a golem?
Oh, like they're like
Enchantment.
That'd
No.
be transmutation.
Enchantment.
like they will create a.
Which one you're doing?
Because you're a golem, you create the physical form and you add magical attributes to an existing physical form. That's enchantment. To animate it through enchantment,
Either that or
unless you're using a spirit and channeling a spirit into it, then it's necromancy. It depends on what method of golem you're using.
conjuration. We'll go with conjuration.
Conjuration brings forth the elements.
Like it is, you can.
I mean, no, that's evocation. Conjuration, you just summon things to you.
Yeah, there's some.
I really do not care what type of magic it is. All I'm asking
Cool.
is
They're
it going to create a like it is a golem, or you can like the armor has an enchantment that will create a golem.
The armor has an enchantment that is enchanting the armor itself.
So the all armor is going to become a golem.
Something like that, probably.
All right, I'm gonna steal whatever's in the drawer.
Drawer's locked.
I'm strong. Can I pull it open?
Strength check.
That's a saving throw. That's 21.
So the best key is the key. The second best key is a rogue's lockpick. The third best key is a barbarian. You don't have a barbarian, but you do have a very strong dwarf who's wearing a belt of giant strength.
I have a belt of stronks.
Yes.
You have a cleric cosplaying as a barbarian, and a
Also a
paladin
paladin cosplaying as a barbarian.
double cosplaying as a ranger and a paladin and a barbarian.
Barbarian, yes. You rip this drawer open and it does make a sound. A bit of bending metal and cracking wood. It's not quiet.
I'm going to open up my pouch and pour everything from the drawer inside.
The only thing inside are little slips of paper.
The little
It
slips of
says
paper.
one, admit one.
That's what's
Oh,
magically
those are
enchanted.
probably important. You should pass those out for everybody.
You're not in the room. You haven't gone inside yet.
Oh, sorry. Let me move my token in there.
So
Hey, Iron Cloak, what's that?
I would like to figure out what that is.
It says admit one, and it's evocation or the protection magic.
Did I just rip open a drawer that's full of tickets?
Yes.
I mean, McGear could identify.
Are
In
there any
theory.
other drawers that have magical items in them?
nah, just the one.
Cool. Hey,
Hey, what's the protecting magic? Is that
Abjuration.
abjuration? It's abjuration magic on it.
hey, can I see that Iron Cloak?
Sure. I will hand everyone a... How many admittance tokens do I have?
There's like, well, in the entire drawer, because the drawer is pretty well stacked with them. There's about 120 admit one tokens in there.
All right,
Just
I'm
hand
going
it
to hand one out to everyone else, and then I will keep the other 75 admittance to the library.
Right. If
I
everybody
said
is going,
120, didn't I?
I thought you said 180. All right,
Pretty
I
sure I
have
said
I have
120.
125 other.
if
Um,
is everybody coming inside, or is because right now the only person outside is Ilara.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you-
coming inside.
We should probably close the doors behind us, so like if anybody is out there, they don't see us in here.
Yeah, you can close the doors.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
I'll just wait to see if
You
she was,
hand
like,
out
coming
the
in.
admit one tokens. You put, what are there, 5 of you? You put the other 115 in your inventory. If you're
And-
putting it in your own pocket, that takes up pretty much all of your pockets. Or are you putting it in the bag of holding?
I have the bag of holding.
I will put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, please someone add 115
I have it on my person already, so
Royal Museum of Moray tickets into your inventory, because that's what these things are. You all are in possession of tickets.
And did he say he was identified? Mayor say he's identifying, or no? McGear, did you say you were identifying, or was that not something that happened?
No, if you give me a second to finish typing, I will narrate the role play on this. I just need to finish putting it in the bag of holding.
I've got it on
Yeah.
my person, so you don't have to put it in the bag of holding.
His pockets are just stuffed.
Jacob, this is a family show. Please close your shirt. We don't need man boobs.
Well, the boobs are covered. It's just a little bit of chest hair, okay?
Man boobs, brought to
Brody.
you by Asgard's Maps.
The boobs are covered. It was just the lovely chest hair.
All right, you're in
Gross.
the bag of holding. All right, so I take a look at the tokens, and I can glance down the hallway to see the things, and I look back at Iron Cloak. Hey, those enchanted in any way?
Very much so. We should not. I don't know if the. Can I tell if, the magic from the admittance things affects the.
So you can tell that it's magical, and you can tell the school of magic. That's it. With detect magic.
And Brian, I should tell you that chest hair showing from underneath a Hawaiian shirt is part of my heritage. I'm related to Magnum PI.
Anyways, Kedrin, because we're playing a game right now, we don't care. Okay, so if those things are enchanted, these tickets enchanted as well, by chance?
The tickets are very enchanted. The suits of armor will definitely turn into golems. I don't know if the tickets will change that. I assume they would, knowing that they're tickets. I assume they say tickets, right?
It says admit one.
All right, so
It has
they're,
the name of the museum on it.
they're admittance tokens. I assume they allow us into the museum without
I'm going to
us.
use. Yeah, I don't know if that will work or not.
I would like to. I brain if they work.
That's what I just did, and I got an
Cool. Arcana check.
Oh shoot, I'm not good at that. That's a 3. They will definitely work.
Hard to tell.
All right, I have the token. It'll definitely work. I'm walking into the main room.
one.
Go ahead.
I'm going to, because I know it will work, I'm going to hold the ticket out in front of me in one hand, staff in the other. I'm walking into the main room. I assume the doors aren't locked, right?
No, it's open actually.
Boom.
Just walk right
I'm just like,
into this hallway.
yes.
Nothing changes. You are in a hallway, and each of these are in fact paintings. And then the suit of armor, and then painting, and then suit of armor, and it's different paintings and different styles with little
Was that
plaques.
suit of armor supposed to have moved?
No, sorry.
I'd like to walk over to the suit of armor. Can I like?
Yeah, each of the paintings have little plaques, like saying who made them and talking a little bit about the artist and the history and blah 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 blah. Museum
Tell
stuff.
me the name of the artist and the history.
Yes,
No.
please.
Absolutely not.
All right, fine.
It's there.
Can I pull the helmet off the suit of armor?
Would you like to try?
As you reach for it, I said that's probably a bad idea. We need to look for the.
Do I
Armor
think I can? Knowing the
I mean,
magical
it's a
stuff I
suit
know.
of armor hanging out there in the hallway. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it's enchanted, but I mean,
With the can I use my magical knowledge to figure out whether I can pull the helmet off without activating the spell that's on the armor?
give me an Arcana check.
We
Alright.
have limited time, guys. Like, let's move.
13.
Okay.
Usually, touching magical armor is not a great idea.
All right, I'm continuing down the hallway. If I'm not 100% sure I can take it off without without doing
Yes,
it.
Gydrin?
Okay, I'm gonna state beforehand whether I get really good or really bad. I'm not tampering with it yet. So,
Mhm.
but I'm just gonna do Lux and Traps and Lux and Traps and Lux and Traps. Check for those
Sweet. Go down the hallway.
on this door that I'm standing by.
I don't see you standing. What door are you? Oh, that door. That door is
Well, they were
locked.
piddling and like walking back
Sorry,
and forth between
That
the
door is
paintings.
locked, but you, which is easy to see. Give me an investigation for traps.
Yeah, while they were like walking back and forth between the paintings and the stuff, I was doing that.
Um,
Alright,
I have,
There is a like authorized personnel only sign on it.
I have a question.
Not trapped. Yes, Ironclad.
At the front desk, were there maps? Like, this is a museum, right? So I assume there's maps of what exhibits are where.
If you go back and look, I'm sure you can probably find one.
I would like to go back and look for a map of where this mace is at.
Give me a.
I mean, is this a mace
investigation.
or a wand?
It's the mace of.
It's the Wand of Orcus.
Okay, the wand. What check did I need to give you?
Investigation.
Investigation 20.
Whoo! All right, you don't see Wand of Orcus listed. You do see containment apparatus listed under description. Incredible evil contained. Hear the screams.
I would like to go there.
Sure. You walk through the door into another little atrium, 2 big paintings, these ones supposedly painted by the king himself. Another set of doors over here.
Are the paintings enchanted?
Hey, real quick. Was there
Everything
anything,
seems to have a very faint sheen of magic across it.
All right.
was there any keys at the desk for getting around?
Not really.
Okay.
I would like to detect magic the door.
Also, Maja and Alara, please keep yourselves where you want to be.
So, the door off to the side, staff only, not enchanted, is locked. I might be able to get through if we decide we need to look in there.
Everyone's down this door, by the way.
Yep.
Maja, if you want to, but it's whatever.
Okay.
Wherever you want to be as this scene takes place, as they go up to the doors.
I just can't
Where
move
they at?
myself, so Josh
Yeah.
will hopefully keep me with the group.
Kedron, I cannot tell you why I don't think we should go through that door, but we should not go through that door.
No, you already said you're going to that thing.
No, I'm talking
you-
about the door he mentioned on the left inside the main area.
The one I just checked.
This
But-
door here, I would like to check for magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Door's not magic.
Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
Kedron?
Also check for mechanical traps.
Sure.
I would like to
Investigation.
assist.
At advantage, so normal for you.
Dang!
not appear to be trapped.
So lock
It
a
would
pick.
appear that between the divine trap on the outside door and these enchanted suits of armor, they don't like letting traps lay around for guests.
Fair enough. You can't be too careful, you know. So lock a pick, and I'm guessing that's back to disadvantage.
Absolutely.
Goes into museum. There's just a small chance anytime you open a door, you're gonna die.
Right? Thieves tools.
Don't worry about that roll. It's a secret tool that'll help us later.
8.
Is it a mouse tool?
It is a mouse tool.
But
Okay.
By the way, fun fact, saw a Glock completely done up in Mickey Mouse theme, and they called it the mouse tool. Made me so happy.
That's a solid 8.
I would like to point out, I specifically stated I was helping him with this, so that's actually a 22 if it's at advantage.
I
Leftmost, because he's at disadvantage right now for being exhausted.
But I was assisting him. So wouldn't that be
Yes, which
normal?
makes it a straight roll.
Never mind. All right, fine. That's an 8.
Leftmost is an 8. You cannot get these doors. Your eyes are kind of burning. You're like, the fog is setting in. Your head hurts a little bit.
can't get it open. All right. So anybody else doing anything?
Did
We all have, performance anxiety occasionally there.
Did we tell it was not trapped?
Yeah. No mechanical traps though is what I at least told you. That's what I said to you.
That's what you can tell is it's not trapped. Fine,
Yeah.
I'm kicking the doors open.
Strength check.
There goes that stealth.
Hey,
We're not
Um,
Actually,
stealthing.
no. You know what? I
We
was
have-
the only one that actually had stealth.
Yeah,
Everybody else
we are
just
not
walked around.
stealthing. I'm just gonna kick the doors open.
hello.
Yes.
Yes, McGear.
Does exhaustion count as an affliction?
I think it's just a status.
A condition afflicting? The reason
What,
I a-
what
What's the re-
specifically are you looking for? The condition can be blind, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. It gives specific things if you read on.
Ah,
All right,
So it is none of those things.
18 to kick the door open. Before I kick the door open, I would like to specify if there is an enemy inside the store, I'm casting murder on them.
Sure.
Uh,
Doors kick open. You're right there in front of it. Perception check.
have you been running a deck that has black in it?
Yes.
Listen, I'm about to add Death Touch to my zombie deck, so
You said perception, right?
correct.
18.
How about my ability share deck with Death Touch and First Strike?
What about your mom?
But I'm currently creating a mono red deck.
That sounds dangerous, and I love it.
It is gnarly.
Ooh, it matches. Very nice. The entire floor of this place and up onto these pillars and all over the displays
Do not go inside.
covered in web.
Do not go inside. I would like to perception check to see if I specifically see any spiders in the room.
You do not. That
Even
perception check is to perceive the room, looking for enemies, traps, like all the stuff as you
This
kick these
room
doors
has
open.
had
As you are standing there in the doors, that
spiders.
18 is what you can see.
okay,
This
even if I
room has
specifically am
had
looking to see if there's any
spiders.
magically hidden or regular hidden spiders, 18 is
I
what
Yeah,
I've
so
got.
that
I really
18 is
can't.
your perception check for kicking open the doors and what you can see from there in this moment. If you want another one, you're gonna have to like change your perspective.
Other
do
than
something
spider
else
webs,
to-
other than spider webs, what do I see in the room?
So directly in
There's
front
a
of you,
reason
you
I'm a
see
bass
lots
player.
of dome jars with some cloudy liquid with things floating in front of it. It's a little far away to be able to tell specifically. More pillar work. These guys really like their pillars. You have some. Are you just turning off your camera every time you drink? That's amazing. You have, let's see, a statue over here, some pillars. There's like a weird little table over here, some displays down here, and all of these dudes are wet specimens. And everything you can see is covered in web. You can barely see it, but you know it's there.
Right back. So you're telling me this government-funded museum has wet specimens in it?
Oh yeah.
That seems super nasty.
It's literally formaldehyde
Mm.
freaks. It's great.
What is this?
That's a display, a big, like four-sided display.
Of what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you hear McGear?
No.
Oh yeah, he's talking. Y'all might want to refresh.
All right, hold up. I'm going.
Oh, he's gone again.
He's refreshing now. The best viewers on
There you go.
that link.
All right.
All right,
I'm
Iron
just gonna
Cloak, give me
respond
five.
with the best viewers are your mom. Give me a second. Dang it.
Give me thoughts. Trade me. Got a plan.
There we go. All right. I'm so mature, guys. We're not waiting for Kedron. He is contemplating his existential crisis of the fact that his mom hates him.
Iron Cloak, trade me spots.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna start using my cantrip of Firebolt, and I'm just start, methodically clearing web.
Oh yeah, this will be great. I would like to point out most of the structure is stone, which is highly important for this. Everything seems to have enchantment overlaying it, and then you have the webs over top of that. Very light enchantment. You hit the web with Firebolt.
Can I use my ability to see the magic in the stone to specifically relay to him where not to shoot firebolt, so he
The
doesn't hit the
displays
stone?
specifically are.
Wait, so what magic is in the stone? I disappeared for a second.
I'm not interested in like uncovering the displays. I am interested in clearing a walk path of not getting touched by web.
Cool. You Firebolt directly in front of the door.
Yep.
The fire hits, catches, and immediately spreads. Like you just struck a lighter in a cotton factory.
Oh, nice.
The webs do not dissipate.
They're on fire but don't dissipate.
No.
So is it like flame, or like when you catch steel wool on fire, you see like the red lines are running
They're
across? all the
invisible
tiny
creatures.
threads?
They're invisible creatures.
Do
And then as soon as it flashes across the floor, the flames and sucked back down.
Oh.
so there's spider webs of flame retardants.
Hey, Father Ironcloak.
Yes.
From that intense flash of heat, which feels a little sunburny on your face, you see the enchantments over every single one of these items activate.
Ah, boop.
Anyone up for some expeditious retreat?
And all of the suits of armor that you can see, and given your high passive perceptions, here that you can't see,
So
and turn towards you.
it should only be suits of armor in this room because the spider webs weren't outside in this hallway we were in, right?
They weren't. Those suits of armor are still turning towards you.
How many suits of armor were in the? Is it just the
8?
8 we can see?
Well, this is a problem.
Bro, that's a
So-
dope token.
Right? Oh, that's the wrong layer. Oops.
So, cliffhanger.
It's only 11:35. We can start this bad boy.
All right. Before we go into initiative, first suit of armor I see, I want to cast a spell magic on.
Sure. And nothing happens.
I would also like to point out I did say I had my bow ready for any hostile action.
I missed that, but I'll allow it. Hold on. It's gonna take a second. Let me.
Freaking abyssal spiders.
Well done. Well
Okay,
done.
so just I'm purely asking a question. So
Yeah.
obviously it's below a third, or it's above a third level spell, and it made a DC check 13 or higher and saved on it. When you said nothing happens.
No, because these are magical creatures, not magical items. They're construct creatures, but creatures.
Is it a magical effect?
It is a construct creature, which you cannot dispel. The effect was to alert them to danger to the artifacts.
Okay, so you're telling me there's just a museum with basically magical guard dogs as 90% of the things you can look at in this museum are magical guard dogs?
Listen, you only went through the entry hallway. You haven't gone into the museum proper. That's the entry hallway.
All right, fine.
So, kind of, but in the entry hallway, yes, because that makes sense. Everyone roll for initiative. Yeah, absolutely. But give me a second to make sure it's clear because I haven't checked. All right, looks clear. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
I would like to pose a question for the hope of avoiding this situation.
I'm sure you would. Go ahead.
Would these things assume that we are a threat, or are they going to move to protect the artifacts from whatever may have affected them?
Guess you'll find out.
Okay, so based on the roll for initiative, you're gonna march them right over to us and start hitting. So
I have.
Things are activating. Is tense situation. We're hitting initiative. Is everyone in? I have
missing-
Kedron. I have Iron Cloak. I have Maja.
You're missing Migir and Alara.
Yep.
So
I rolled.
the spiders putting spider
gotta
web
click on
all
your
over
token first.
everything else did not trigger the golems.
Didn't seem to. I mean, no damage was done.
Neat.
However, you literally just set everything on fire momentarily. That's a little different. And then
I would like to
I'm
specify
gingerly laying webs over.
Magir set everything on fire.
You would like to specify. That's a very valid
Yes.
point.
I had no part in him setting things on fire.
That's a very valid point, isn't it? I would love to see how you guys use that point.
Sacrifice. One of us. Sacrifice. One of
I
us.
just need Ilara. You just need to click on her
You-
token before you roll, and then I'll manually punch in her roll.
I would like to vote Magir off the island.
I did not harm anything. A spell was cast, yes, but nowhere near anything, and the entire building tripped. It's a false alarm.
Can you click on Ilara's token and roll? Thank you, and then I'll put it in. got
Magir, you're about to get taken to mall jail.
You know what? They can drag me through the spider webs and get attacked, and I will get rescued.
Perfect. Guess who's up first? Chunk. Chunk. 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. LR, you can get an attack of opportunity on this guy if you'd like to. He did not even pay attention to you as you walked by.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
I'm going to do something actually.
Oh.
No, that's better to not do that yet.
I'm like, you certainly can try.
Although it does sound like fun to smacky the thing.
Smack that.
Out on the floor. Stop that before we get copyrighted. Although we can say we were doing a cover, and that is probably fine.
Yeah. Smack that booty galore.
Listen, that's what I sing every day with my wife. Some days she appreciates it, some days she don't.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you were the one.
Iron Golem.
All right, only 2 more to move. Hold on. No, sorry, 3 more.
I feel like I should probably drink something because I'm the only sober person right now, and
I'm saying
I'm pretty sober.
brandy.
Gosh, what did you have to
drink
drink?
something.
Brandy and apple pie schnapps. Not bad.
Yeah, let me.
Yes, I like a little bit of
my
liquor with my liquor.
cabinet where I have that waiting for me.
Laura, I'm gonna be honest
There's
with
a
you.
guy that just took a swig of straight whiskey earlier. That's 50% by
I'm-
volume.
I'm
Which-
just going to specify that maybe having one of us who is mildly coherent for this fight we're about to enter may be a good idea.
Anyways,
kick in very
as they
quick.
all advance towards you, and this one are pretty close, both of them looking directly at McGear. Shield up, sword forward. This is your first and only warning. Do not touch, bother, or otherwise harm any of the exhibits, as no real damage has yet been detected. This is your only warning.
Hands up, acknowledged.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, man. Go.
Iron Cloak, your turn.
So, do you know who vandalized all this room with the silly string here? You should probably check that out.
Silence. Iron Cloak, your turn.
All right.
Also, I would like to point out it's basically the female Siri voice.
Which one? The
Like
Kiwi
the standard one.
Oh, not the Kiwi.
Iron Cloak, what are you up to?
All right. Iron Cloak is. Were there any constructs in this room over here that I could
Not
see?
you can see from your angle
So all I've seen are the 8 that were in this other room.
so far.
All right, I'm gonna move to here. Should not trigger any attacks of opportunity.
They're paying 0 attention to you.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. One of the people in our group accidentally touched something. It will not happen again. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm going to hold my action to cast Spiritual Guardians if they at all attack us.
They do not acknowledge your presence in any way.
You just held your action for a leveled spell.
Maja. Oh yeah, you get to burn that spell slot. Maja.
I'm holding still and holding an action if they do swing at McGear.
Ilara.
Sure. I'll hold an action too. Let me just hold an action for my axe.
They do stuff and things. Don't worry about it. McGear.
I am worried about the stuff and things.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the stuff and things too.
All right, so I'm going to move out of the way. I apologize. My intention was not to harm the exhibits. There has been obstruction placed across this entire area, and I was attempting to clear it, which triggered a chain reaction. Is there a way for us to proceed through without harming the exhibits? We could appreciate your help.
You will be escorted through the exhibits. Do not touch anything.
Acknowledged.
Poop.
With that, we end initiative. This one moves forward. Hold on, let me get your right layer. To here. This one walks around everyone. Have a good day. Enjoy the exhibits. Comes and stands behind McGear.
Are they specifically guiding McGear through, or all of us?
McGear.
Well, if that one's going in front of McGear to go in, what happens when he walks in?
Well, he's standing besides McGear. Like, you imagine if McGear takes a step to the left to go through the door, he's gonna try and like take a step back, probably behind Kedron.
Are they paying at all attention to me?
No.
I'm going to try and stealth.
Sure. Stealth check.
I'm actually with Tim on this. I'm going to stealth too.
Go for it. Everyone stealth checks.
Still.
Who's stealthing?
Yes! I'm invisible.
Yeah, Iron Cloak's basically invisible. Where are you going, homie?
I'm going to follow them till they pass the mace, and then I'm going to sleight of hand steal it.
It's not a mace, it's a wand.
The wand, whatever.
Okay. Ilara trips, falls on her face, takes a point of damage. Actually, you know what,
No.
Ilara?
I can
Laura?
roll.
You can. You're right. Stealth 10, not bad. Do you have advantage or disadvantage to your armor?
I thought she's running a breastplate.
Disadvantage in my armor? I don't have any special armor right now.
Okay, cool. Then no. Maja 11. Wow, that has to be the lowest I've seen you roll ever.
Yeah, I'm not too hot right now.
Kedron? Question mark?
I'm just holding position for the moment, see what everybody
Sweet.
else does.
Everyone is holding still because the thing is blocking the door.
Yeah.
Unless
So-
McGear moves.
Laura has a breastplate. Well, actually, I think technically it was my old breastplate.
Anyways,
Yeah, not worried about it. It's fine.
well, I would like to move through the door, but I asking him to guide me because that's what he said he would do. So he can go first.
He steps back and
Dang it.
allows you to the door. Yeah, he said he would escort you, not guide you. There's a difference, homie. Please proceed. Enjoy your stay. Remember,
Cool.
you are under probation.
Understood. 1 sec as I read a spell real quick so that, I can, not die instantly. Dang it, that's a bonus action. Alright, well,
Well, we're out of initiative right now.
it's not going to matter here in a moment. Cool, that one's a reaction. Okay, cool. I am going to... Man, there's webs. How do I clear the webs?
You know what? Actually, I will. I have. Will you guys? I'm gonna out of game. I'm gonna Hail Mary. You guys okay with my Hail Mary?
Do it.
You don't die.
I'm gonna start climbing through the webs because I can do that. Hopefully, spiders attack and the robots see it and help us. If there are spiders in here.
Cool. You move into the room. How far are you moving into the room?
There
Did you
for now.
ask about the cool, weird, screamy containment chamber?
No.
Yeah, I think you did. You move into there, and you know you're touching webs. You know they're vibrating. Give me a perception check.
And yeah, no, I'm using my movement to move through here, and my action to take the dodge action.
That you're taking your action to stealth.
No, because I'm
Dude,
trying
not
to
stealth.
draw out the spiders so that the robots help us fight them.
Oh, you're specifically not stealthing.
I'm specifically not
Ooh.
stealthing. If the robots see us get attacked by spiders, they might fight for us.
I love it. Okay, dodge action. Got it. Disadvantage on attacks against you. You're using your move action. Give me a perception check. This is just a free as you move into the room. What do you see?
17.
17. Nothing much. Webs. And only because they've been pointed out. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing them.
And
right now.
as I'm going through to open up a zone for McGear to fall through and bring the robots, I'm gonna just start tearing through. because I'm not getting stuck.
Cool. Make an attack roll real quick.
Am I attacking?
The webs? You said you're tearing through, like trying to cut through the webs?
No, I'm just like trying to like power through if I can because I'm not getting stuck.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying to
no.
just, like, muscle through, I guess.
Strength check.
It's not gonna be great, but I'll give it a try.
Like if you're slipping through and around them and stuff, yeah, you fine because you have web
I'm
walker.
going to at least try.
Yeah, sure.
Because what's the worst that can happen? They attack me, which is what I'm trying to get them to do.
I still got my bow ready.
Double 18s for 19.
Woo! You are powering through these webs. They are just snapping against your body. You make it to about here.
I didn't. Oh, okay. Go ahead and move me to there.
Okay. I'm saying you can make it to there.
I'm going as far as I can get.
You make it to there with that perception check.
And I
you
was like,
not
Mickey, follow me. I'm
As you
staring him
turn
back.
back to say that to him, he sees drop. Give me a second. I'm on the wrong layer here.
Because if a patron gets attacked in their establishment, that's my thought process.
Oh,
Oh no! I know what that is.
You think you do? No. Go back to where you're at.
I didn't move it myself.
I moved it. Sorry.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's right there. It drops its two front legs on either side of you. It's gonna make its attacked held action, and Maja can see it, so Maja gets to make his attacked held action. And then we'll go out for the night because it's late. You guys
Can I see it from
one
where I'm at?
suck at making progress. I just want to point that out. Yes, but you did
So
not
do I
specifically
not
hold
even
your
get
action
to know
for
if my
this.
plan worked?
Huh?
Do I not get to know if my plan worked till next week?
Drawing their attention?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if like a patron with a pass gets attacked in their establishment if they'll protect them though.
Oh no, you get to see that next week.
Darn it!
All we're doing is the held actions right now. So it is going to go for this attack.
At the
and
very
then,
least, you have to admit it's a clever idea.
yeah, it is. I love it. Maja, go ahead and make your attack with your bow real quick.
Would
These
that trigger my
happens-
surprise attack?
Surprise attack? What does that do again?
Once per combat, if you surprise a creature and hit it with an attack on your first turn in combat. Oh, in combat, the attack deals an
Oh,
extra 2d6.
You're not in combat yet because this is a held action.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it knows you're there. You guys literally set its web on fire. It knows you're there. So go ahead and roll that. Hey, Kedron, what's your AC?
AC currently, with all my stuff, 24.
This is a 28 hit.
Okay, the 28 hits for sure. Hey, Kedron. Also make a con save.
is this on top of the dodge action?
Oh, it has
It
disadvantage.
does have disadvantage because I
Sweet.
had
Let
dodge.
me do that real quick.
I was
Oh,
so
you
close to
lucky
critting.
little bastard.
I planned this accordingly.
It drops down behind him, its abdomen whacking against the ground. Its mandibles?
Yeah.
Fangs launching forward as Kedron slowly turns around. You catch the barest sight of one here, almost in your shoulder. You drop straight back into a side roll
Just
as that
scrape across the
swink
armor.
hits your pauldron, scraping off the side, barely not piercing. As you go into a side roll, back up, rapier in front of you. Yeah, the 28 hits. As you turn and look at it, you see an arrow fly and flunk straight into the middle of its head, taking 11 piercing damage. Very nice. Is that a magical bow by chance?
Yep.
Double nice.
It's a, yeah, +2.
You have a +2 bow? Holy crap.
Dude, I have a +2 bow and like +2 shield.
I'm sorry, what stupid GM gave you guys +2 weapons at level 11?
Because, dude, I dropped a stupid amount of money on my +2 stuff.
You did. I bled you
saved-
dry for that.
I saved up all my money for the whole campaign for those, basically.
That's fair. I'll allow it.
Mhm.
As that arrow hits as it is 11:55 and I have to be up at 5:30 in the morning to go to class, we will end there for the evening.
Used one.
Good night, everybody. I cannot wait for next week. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic fight. Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm so ready. Wonderful plan and execution on the whole hoping they attack a patron thing. Even if it doesn't work out, I would like to commend you. And if you didn't already have inspiration, I'd give it to you. But
Well, I had inspiration from the like because I spent the other inspiration.
So with that, I will see you all next week. I do plan on being here next week. I don't think I have any anything with that. It is the 4th of July weekend, but I'm good. I don't know what y'all are doing.
I should be good. Like,
We'll figure it
I'll
out
be on.
later. Peace. Have a good night. Deus Vault, my dudes.
Yeah.